Yeah, Professor, we are waiting. The Zoom code, you already know it's in the schedule, right? The BBT. The one we showed 3 days ago. Hello, yes, Professor. That is in the schedule I sent. There is a link for opening ceremony. Yeah. Yeah. Cheers. Doing
It is mine, right? So we could see this as a co-chair.
no, as a general
Co-chair.
Right, so very good afternoon to all. Everyone is there, so I think we just wait for 2 minutes for Professor Batnaik, Professor Mango to attend and join the Zoom session. So please just be patient for 1 minute or 2, and then we start formally. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm because they are failing.
Okay, so we send one file for Zoom schedule, and one is for programs for because they didn't check the facts.
Professor Graves, when you introducing Professor Sherry, you can introduce the publications, public media.
Publicity. Don't just end up in here.
No,
No,
you
why not? No,
I'm already there. I followed just media chair.
I'm going. You are the media chair today. I'm going.
Okay, you are media chair.
Yes, we start. Right, so very good afternoon. All right, so very good afternoon to all of you. We start with the formal ceremony of opening the Smart Cyber 2021 conference today, October 28, 2021. So we have our MC here, Professor Grace, and we proceed with the program. Grace.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues. My name is Grace Kennedy. For those who do not know me, please, I'm one of the assistant professors in JDU University under the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. So, and I will be your MC for this great event. We are pleased to welcome all of you for the second international conference of smart computing and cybersecurity. First and foremost, we would like to thank all of you for sitting out from your busy schedule to be in this conference. We also appreciate your efforts and presence, although it is quite hard time for all of us to join, especially in this post-COVID-19. It is a high time that such event took place to highlight the remarkable contributions which smart computing application made in so many of areas of our lives. So at this moment, I would like to introduce all the people in this room. First, I would like to introduce our Dean, the Dean of Global Faculty for Non-Academic Affairs, Dean Professor Lee. Please, can you read the people? We also we also have our HOD for Computing Department, Professor No, please. We also have Professor Basim, which is here. Thank you. We have Professor Kadak. We have Professor Jobe. Most of these professors will be chair for this great event. So you'll be meeting them again. Professor Cherish, she is in charge of our media. Thank you. So at this point, I'll be calling on Professor Lee to give a short speech concerning this event as an opening remark. Thank you. Welcome him.
Hi, good day, everyone. And as I remember, it was just last year that the Smart Cyber conference was inaugurated, and now we already see the second Smart Cyber conference, and the name is Smart Cyber 2021. So, personally, representing the global campus, I would like to welcome all of you to this the Smart Cyber 2021 conference. And I hope the topics discussed in this conference will bear fruitful results and consequently pave the road to contributing the advancement of the human welfare. Thank you again and congratulations again.
Wow, that was very good welcome remark from Professor Lee. Please, can you give me a round of applause one more time, please? Before we continue with other parts of this program, please watch this small clip video of our school so that you will be here soon. Thank you.
Hello, KDU Global student. Who can be more serious than yourself and your family about your future in life? Of course, Gyeongdong, me and my team are taking your life and future very seriously. Not just your time at the Gyeongdong, but also after your study, going for your professional life. Don't forget, you are the pride of yourself, your family, of course your country. Yes, you are the pride of Gyeongdong. We will be with you all the way during your life. In the name of Gyeongdong, in the name of your family, in the name of your country, let's work together for the best.
KDU has international friendly campus where everyone, regardless of nationality, beliefs and culture are treated with respect and equality. Part of KDU classroom's culture is to recognize the rights and privileges of students' national identity.
Very good. So before we start our lesson for today, let us sing the national anthem of Nepal. Please stand, everyone.
Before classes start, KDU plays students' national anthem every morning for one country, to encourage and remind students to be proud and good representatives of their own countries.
Okay.
Gyeongdong University was founded in 1981, aimed to develop students to become holistic, well-rounded, creative, humanistic, faithful, and practical professionals. At KDU, students can earn degree at any of our 3 campuses: Global Campus, Medical Campus, and Metropole Campus. Each campus offers a wealth of opportunities across multiple disciplines. Gyeongdong University has a green campus located in the heart of the most famous tourist attraction in Korea. It is surrounded by beautiful lakes, pine forests, and beaches that contribute to the harmony and balance in making KDU as one of the most beautiful campuses in Korea.
We have 30 different programs in Korean medium of instructions. We also designed and developed specialized curriculum in 3 major areas in English medium of instructions. The programs are business administration, hotel management, and smart computing. The curriculums are carefully constructed to offer the most rewarding hands-on learning experience integrated with a strong learning foundation with specialization in a concentrated fields for a better employability.
KDU is pleased to announce its brand new English for Academic Purposes, or EAP program. This program is designed for those who wish to join one of KDU's undergraduate programs in English, but do not have an IELTS score of 5.5. The EAP program will have an innovative curriculum with 2 modules. One will focus on intensive English proficiency, and the other module will focus on IELTS test preparation. This program will be between 20 and 40 weeks, depending on the level of proficiency demonstrated by the student after an assessment by KDU. This program provides an amazing opportunity for those needing to rapidly improve their English language skills. KDU wants to ensure that all students can pursue their dream of studying abroad in Korea, no matter what their proficiency level is.
Highly collaborative and engaging administrators, faculty members and staff.
We have diverse line of professors coming from different countries carrying their own flag of expertise. Our pedagogical aspiration is to promote international education, which will prepare our students for a global career. Our faculty members are embedding the culture of equal care and attention in managing our classes.
KDU Global offers wide range of scholarships from 30, 50, 70 and even 100% based on the academic performance. Attending KDU Global is a great opportunity for the students who are eager to get high quality education.
Long University, we practice a comprehensive student counseling and support system from their first day of life in Korea. Every international student is assigned to a counseling professor who will always be there to help with any emotional, psychological, academic, or even family-related difficulties. Student counseling system ensures that new students get easily adapted to local culture, lifestyle, build initial networks, and become an integral, flowing part of KDU family.
Kyungdong University Global Campus is one of the best leading universities in Korea because they give opportunity for students to learn how to use both English and Korean. And because of that, our students are competitive in the labor market. They can be hired by any leading companies such as Samsung, LG, Hyundai, and Kia Motors. This is because they have multicultural experience.
KDU offers ultra-modern dormitory that allows students to enjoy a comfortable life until graduation with reasonable expenses of accommodation.
Students are taking advantage of the hands-on experience and exhibiting their creativity in utilizing the state-of-the-art computer, kitchen and hotel laboratories, cultural center, and sports and fitness facilities. We believe that these facilities will be a great contribution in shaping the expertise and readiness of KDU students to the real world.
Our classrooms, laboratories, training facilities and lecture halls take full advantage of multimedia and electronic connectivity. KDU Library has a wide variety of resources from textbooks, journals, and online resources support the teaching and learning done at KDU. Sports and fitness plays a huge part in the life of our campus. KDU provides a state-of-the-art sports and fitness facilities that include gym, taekwondo and martial arts training, and various other outdoor athletics facilities designed to meet the needs of students, staff, alumni and community. With KDU's network with industries and companies, KDU Global arranges part-time job opportunities to students to help them grow more experienced and professionals as they strive for their academic achievement.
Go KDU, go Global!
I enjoy my student life at KDU. KDU is a place of light, liberty and learning. I love KDU.
KDU brings out all the abilities including capability.
And I can learn many new things academically and practically.
Please come to KDU. You'll never regret it.
We love KDU!
KDU develops camaraderie and networking with real business partners.
This is MD Rukunuddin and I have been graduated from Gyeongdong University August of 2019. It was a great journey for me to decorate my career goals. Currently, I am working as a marketing manager in Korean University's Admission Center, South Korea. You are welcome to Gyeongdong University.
My name is Puskal Bozgai. I am from Nepal and my department is Bachelor of Hotel Management. After graduation, I plan to join master degree, and after completion of master degree, I will search a job as a lecturer, and after having some years of experience, I will support my parents' business.
I'm Asma from Nepal. Today I want to advise you guys that we should always be focused on our noble aims and encourage ourselves emotionally and mentally matured, and always be open-minded and positive towards our challenges and explore.
Hello, my name is Woo Minh Hai from BPA batch. I'm happy to graduate from KDU, and my preferred industry to work after graduation is marketing, because from KDU I realized the importance of from marketing to create value for the company.
Hello, my name is Hill. I study International Business Administration at KDU. After KDU, I chose Public Policy and Governance as my graduate study because I realized how important they are. This institution is affecting our life that much, and I want to dive into to learn more about it.
Gyeongdong University connects you to the people of the world. KDU has made agreements for academic collaboration centers with prominent universities from different parts of the world.
So we decided to run common academic platform with new curriculum together with partner universities and colleges around the world, building up educational network. Within this network, students can freely move around under the same academic umbrella. What it means is that we expose students to international communities so they learn not only the languages and cultures, but also their unique industrial environments. This is the beauty of the program. It's not a single player doing it. We collaborate to provide maximized benefits to our students. So this is what student mobility is about. Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed watching that beautiful video. Please take time and visit our beautiful campus anytime soon. Now, please permit me to invite Dr. Apsi, the General Chair of Smart Cyber International Conference, for his opening speech. Thank you.
Very good afternoon. Might be good morning for some of you, and might be also a very good evening. Honorable guests, Professor Lee Yong-suk, Professor Patnaik Kumar from PIT India, Honorable General Co-Chair, and also Professor Mangal Singh, our also Co-General Chair, speakers, participants, my dear colleagues, and viewers. On behalf of Smart Computing Department, Gyeongdong University Global Campus, my colleagues here, and all Smart Computing, Smart Cyber 2021 family, I warmly welcome you to the second International Conference on Smart Computing and Cybersecurity, Strategic Foresights, Security Challenges, and Innovation. Smart Cyber 2021 brings together academia, researchers, business entrepreneurs, practitioners, and policymakers who are responsible for delivering sustainable and eco-friendly solutions for competitive advantage and cost saving. This is a commitment we make despite the circumstances we face all over the world due to the COVID-19. The conference is indeed a great cause, and it signifies the academic and research community to keep moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the objective of the Smart Cyber 2021 conference is to provide a forum for researchers worldwide who unveil their latest work in smart computing and cybersecurity and show how recent research work can enable innovation. The Smart Cyber 2021 covers topics including smart computing concepts, models, and applications, smart embedded systems, bio-inspired models in processing information, technology, security. Within the conference itself, we received around 79 submissions from 17 countries, out of which 39 papers were accepted and selected for oral presentation. All submissions went through a careful, anonymous review process, aided by 32 technical program committee members and 44 external reviewers. All the proceeding papers will be published in the prestigious Scopus and Web and Science Index, Springer Proceedings of Lecture Notes in Networks and System Series. I would like to thank everyone who has given his or her time, energy, and ideas to assist in organizing this event directly or indirectly, including all members of the organizing committee, the TBC, co-chairs, reviewers, and our four distinguished keynote speakers, Professor Batnaik, Professor Anaho, Professor Ebizal Abdul Kader, Professor Satya Rata Ash, who has agreed to address the conference attendees. I would like to thank all editors for their effort. In particular, I would like to highlight and acknowledge the tremendous effort of Professor Samita Rani and our general co-chair, Professor Prasanth Kumar, and Professor Mangal and Professor Jay Saraf from IIT India, who worked tirelessly on various research-related tasks. And finally, we thank all the authors and participants for their academic enthusiastic and support. We sincerely hope that we find the outcomes of our conference to be valuable in the pursuit of academic and professional excellence. The technical sessions will start today at 4 p.m. Korean time, and we look forward to a successful event, having many initiatives being born from this conference. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Apsi, for your wonderful speech. It was really a good one. Thank you. Please, can we clap for him one more time? Now, I would like to call Professor Prasanth Kumar Naik from Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology in India to give a short speech as an opening speech.
Thank you very much. Honorary Chair, General Co-Chairs, Deans, National and International Delegates, faculty members, program chairs, invited speakers, contributed authors, distinguished members of academia, and ladies and gentlemen. I take this opportunity to welcome you all for the participation and witness in the second international conference on smart cyber organized by KDU. Now the conference became a well-respected event in the academic calendar of researchers. Since its inception, the conference has become the platform for the researchers from all over the globe to share their groundbreaking ideas. I take great pride in reiterating that, like previous year, the proceedings of the conference shall be published by the Springer series. The two key pillars of success on which the conference hinges are the quality of ideas discussed and your enthusiastic participation. May I also take this opportunity to congratulate all the team members of the conference and host university who have worked extremely hard to make this second edition a grand success. Thank you and namaskar to all.
Thank you so much, Professor Bansi, for that wonderful speech. We will be calling the next person, Professor Mangal Singh, co-general chair from for this smart cyber. He's from Dongsong University, South Korea. Please, can you give just a short speech? Thank you.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hello. Sorry, my throat is not so good, so I think our Honorary co-chair already said enough, and I would like to thank everyone who are participated in the conference, and special thanks to our team and committee who actually make this conference totally free this time. I think that's a really really good idea to promote real research, so students don't have to worry about the fund and all everything. And I would like to congratulate all the presenter, co-author, as well as speaker for participating in this conference. And congratulations to everyone, and thank you for joining this one. I don't have much word to say, so let's enjoy the conference and have a good time.
Thank you so much, Professor Maga, for that. At this point, I would like to call on Dr. Basim, the program chair, to give a brief information about the cyber security conference. He will be telling us more about the Smart Cyber 2021. So he'll be giving us the details. So please try to follow up so that you know the next thing we have to do. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Smart Cyber 2021 committee, I would like to welcome all of you for this great event. Today, October 28, 2021, is the first day of the conference where all the 5 sessions and presentations will be held this afternoon from 4 p.m. All papers will be published in Scopus Index Springer Proceeding of Lecture Notes in Networks and Systems. It's an honor to be the second edition of Smart Cyber 2021, and all thanks goes to authors, reviewers, and Smart Cyber 2021 committees, and for everyone who involved directly or indirectly to make it a successful conference. Now, please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Professor Ibizal Abdul Qadir, Associate Professor in Informatic Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, UIR Indonesia. He is also a visiting professor, research scholar, School of Engineering and Applied Sciences at Harvard University. Please welcome him.
Thank you, Prof. Basim. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me, Prof?
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right. Good afternoon in Korea and good morning, early morning in Boston. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much again for the Smart Cyber 2021 to invite me as one of the speakers in these sessions. For the community chair, all the faculty members, KDU presidents, deans, let me share the screen. Okay. So just sharing the work we have, what we are going, what we are doing now. This information. Sorry, maybe I not speaking loud because I am at home now. Not to disturb others. Okay, all right. I try my best in this session. So what we are doing now is actually this project is Indonesia, our government fund to identify the contaminant source location of river water. We try to monitor by real-time monitorings. So as mentioned, I am from University Islam Riau, UIR, Indonesia. Actually, I have been here in KDU last year. So I see Prof. FC as well, Prof. Nor, Prof. Besem, Prof. Grace, and Series. So now I am in Boston. I'm visiting research scholar in the Harvard University School of Engineering and Applied Science. So let me go. The idea is this one of the common river in tropical area. So the land something like flat over here. So it's unlike like river in like Korea and Japan and other country. There are maybe like a terrain, mountain. So in the tropical and especially in Indonesia, the river is common use for the community, for the transportation, daily activities, even their for washing. They use river water for the daily life and the farmer, everything. So very potential to get polluted. The idea is why actually is the several equipments to detect water pollution is in common. But the equipment when we installs, they are good data. If the pollutant is high, they just give the data is high. They don't have not much intelligence system. If we buy equipment in the market and commercial, yes, we can install, we can get the data, but the data is something like this. We got experience from the government. They install one set of the systems. So they just install, if the river is good, the water quality is good, yes, they got to keep the lower a good result. But sometimes even like was or like garbage passing to the, they just give data also high. Actually, just small garbage or trash passing on the river, so they get high data. So this is not accurate data. They are say sensing send the river is polluted. So what we are trying to do something like some our river is got industrial waste through the river. So what we are doing to do is actually this the one of the case study is in our region is in Sumatra, especially the Riau province. The river is passing in the city. Actually, the river is common use for every transportation, industrials, even the local transportation. They say river transportation for the community. So the river very busy because they're passing through, cutting the city. So what we do is something. The river is like this. Let me right inside the population of the community is very high over there. So we try to deploy some sensing to the river. This some the river is something like this. They are common transportation every day. Even it's not only a small vessel, even the shipping containers passing through the rivers. Currently, the method to check the river pollution is something like manuals. The government authority, they take samples from the river. If there something report from the community, so they take sample, going to the lab, they analyze. Sometimes they take 2-3 days to get the results, and the result get when the result get polluted, so something like too late to get action because the result already even 1 week. So if the river is detected polluted, so 2-3 days, even 1 week already late to get action. So now we trying to do is like real-time monitoring. We try to deploy sensing system, communicate to database to backend system, like common parameter. We try to detect temperature, dissolved oxygen, salinity, the flow rate of the water river, then the level as well. In this system, we try to develop as monitor area in the city. So we try to deploy some nodes. This theoretical how many coverage area by that. Actually, the river is quite long. More than 200 kilometers, but we try to monitor on the city, just on the city, that part of the river that busy. So we try to use sensing clusters for the wireless sensor networks. Let's say we try to monitor this area, so we can calculate how much percentage area we can cover to monitors. Let's say we deploy some nodes over here, sensing, so we can estimate how many percent the river or the accuracy of our monitoring system. We tried, we developed from the scratch, because why? In the commercial, we can buy the equipment, but we limited, we cannot access more detail, because when the companies sell the product, so we have to deal with them, because of the data and others design. We try to design our set, and this communication system is the block is a sensing system, and this is a communication system. So why we try to design from the scratch is most commercial sensor have limited access of data. Then when we buy, we have to deal with them, all the data going to them, or we have signed agreements, contract, something like that. And if we are designed by our system, we can design and we can develop for the future as well. The cost, of course, the commercial maybe for the quantity got the cost as well. So in initial testing, we have done initial testing in the lab. This calibration process. What we do is, because we are designed from the zero, so we need to calibrate every sensor. Let's say for the temperature sensor, we try to heat up the water and check the reading. Make sure the reading is this processing to store data. And let's say the temperature sensor, we use thermometer or to calibrate this temperature sensor. Make sure the reading is the same. So this sensor is working as well, working accurate as actual temperature. So we try to heat up and cool down. Make sure the reading is accurate as actual temperature. As well as for the other parameter like pH and other parameters, we calibrate and make sure the reading is accurate as actual condition. After that, we have done calibration in our lab like this. Then we try to farm data to database, and then we deploy these deployments. We try to deploy in actual site on the river. So we try to put a solar panel, because the river is remote areas. There is no utilities or electricity. So we try to put solar panel. So they are daytime, they got a storage battery. So they are this sending data. They use because in the city we just use GPRS modems to send data to the backend system. So our system keep log the data every day. So we get monitored data, and in the database we had some data to do to analyze. So they based on this the area just now, the river. Currently we try to put just 6 nodes in this area. There is coordinate N1, node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every node contribute data, or every day send the data, monitoring data to our system. So we try analyze data by data, sending by system. There is a challenge as well, because sometimes because of disrupt, some not send the data, sometimes interrupt. We need to maybe a few hours they don't send data. So what we do is we try to store in the local systems. Then by every hours they send data to the system. It's not we collect data for 5 minutes. 5 seconds. every 5 seconds, they store one data, every second process data, then after 1 hour, they send back to the system instead of we send every 5 seconds. Because busy traffic, we keep in our internal system, there is a memory, then after 1 hour by modern system, GPRS send to backends. This data, we try to use something simple algorithm to analyze the data and data training as usual in computer science. We try to optimize to find the exact location. We use some theory from others paper. One of the paper study to try to locate the contaminants, but they are working on the something like it's not flowing water. Just one sensor, we try to develop the idea or to put based on several sensors, several not on the flow water. So we get contaminated. This theoretical when the water is flowing. So the speed of water flow is very reflect to the contaminant not. Of course, when the raining season, the level higher, of course, the water flow is very fast, and the dry season, the summer, maybe less water. Then, so this very affected to the location of the contaminant. So we try to use this theoretical analysis to find. Now we use 6 nodes, so got x1 to x6 to yes, this one. So the delta, we can get the amount of residuals in the nodes by calculate this comparisons, because each other node contribute data very related, yeah, related. So we try to analyze by this algorithm, because when not one detected some contaminants, the water flow into the node 2, node 3. So the speeds, the N1, node 1 may not contaminated because of the pollution, the chemical is passing through the node 2 and node 3. This depend on the flow. So based on this case, we have done so far we conclude for the like 1 years, 10 months or 1 year last the data we have collected before. So this not 2 and not 4 very potential because the community over here, the transportation. So we can give the report to the authority. So this area have to be carefully checked because the industrial operation, the busy area, so we can give report to authority to check on the site how to prevent, how to clear up, or how to is at least we got something help to the government to authority to prevent their issue. So the next actually the research is still ongoing. The next we try to find what is actual cause the contamination. Is it from agriculture, sewage, oil pollution, or industrial? Because currently we just detected the node location. Instead, before, because the government, the environment agency, they put sensing. Every time sensing say they got polluted, in actually they are going to the site and spot check. There is nothing. Something like earlier, as mentioned earlier, there is garbage or trash just pass to the river, so they are deleted. So we try to identify, because need times we need to analyze the data. It's not just spike data or temporary data. So next we try to identify what is the cause of the contaminant. Is come from industrial or agriculture or community or trash, and the actual chemicals. content and the polluted water. Is it nitrate, mercury, based on this report is the case study. Several industrial operatings and every industrial they use specific chemicals, so the government can check what kind of chemicals content in the polluted water, so they know who use these chemicals, come from where, so they can decide action to the pollution source. So this next research is still ongoing, and currently, for your information, currently I am in the Harvard. So actually, US and in Indonesia, especially the South Asia, also get similar issue like fire. There's a hotspot in US, like California. We have discussed always every day in summers. In the California, a lot of forest fire. So we try to identify currently just hotspot. They are get the data from the satellites or ground sensing. Just spot the hotspot. They don't specify is this spot potential for fire. Even sometimes the community fire the garbage or fire the trash at the house. This consider hotspots. This we try to classify what type of hotspot is potential to get a forest fire. So far, we have data about 500,000. We're trying to get more data, more than 1 million data fires. These coordinates, latitude, the coordinate and longitude of the fire. Some fire is not, it is confidence level is low, sometimes low, sometimes it's only 40 and even below than 30. Is if the more than 80 is confidence level is highest potential to get a forest fire, because the fire spot come from fire. The low confidence level is maybe small fires, like as I said just now, is just community just fire their garbage is not potential to get fire. So we try to do as well, consider other parameters. Currently, they are just when the hotspots identified, they just identify. Next, we try to focus and do analysis based on wind's direction, wind speeds. Sometimes, like our state, is there is no fire because wind blow to our this our is central Sumatra, because the fire from the south of Sumatra, because the wind blow to the north, so identify from ours. We try to analyze based on other parameters like direction of winds, speed of the wind, even the temperatures. So far, we have data from 2013 up to try to 20. So this data we try to analyze. Maybe got more data, more than 1 million data. We try other parameters like wind, temperature, January, February, when what is the maximum temperature, the lowest temperatures, how there's situation over there. So we try to analyze based on many parameters, so we get accurate result and forecasting. So there's what we are doing in Harvard now, together with the US researcher as well, to find how to forecast the fire in US and Asia as well. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
So, thank you, Professor Elisal Abdul Qadir. It was really impressive as usual. The research area is one of the unique research areas that we are aware of, and frankly, I do not have much knowledge in this area. But frankly, we'd like to see if there is some questions from any members in the attendance in the Zoom or in YouTube, or even here in my colleagues in the conference room.
Yeah, I think, hello.
Yes, yes, Prof. Mango.
Hi, Professor Abidal. I think it was really one of the finest presentation. And I think this kind of work is very helpful country like, especially in developing country like India, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and all those countries where water pollution is really one of the biggest concern. And you have pointed out many interesting points. I have just one question. If you can go to page number 25.
Yes.
On page number 25, actually, you mentioned like you can figure out on which point, you can go a little bit more down.
Yes.
Yeah, this one. So you can identify the pollution location. So let's suppose it's location number N2. So
yes.
But after that, if you will also identifying, then all the next location will be also polluted, isn't it? Or do you have put some threshold, like we have pollution, some particular parameter for N2, and when we are measuring at an N3 or N4, it will be a little bit different than N2, because we have, like, let's say water is 10% polluted, and at N3, if it's about more than 10% or 15%. So did you put some threshold on that one? So how you identify that it's not the same pollution level at N2 or N3 and N4 on the next one? I mean, I'm a little bit curious because the water is flowing on the same river. So
yes,
that's what I'm a little bit curious.
Yes, correct. Yes, every node send the data, contribute the data is different. So we have set a threshold depend on our set. Maybe just now, maybe 10% of polluted, 20, 30. So we trying to identify not to is all days is indicate got contaminated. So we conclude is this polluted waters. So N1 and other N3 and 6 is only sometimes. Yes, okay. As I early presentation just now, maybe the chemical is just passing on the river, so it is not considered is polluted.
Okay.
Before that, sensing system just send the data. They got alert, triggered something. So we have data to analyze. We collect data. It's not. I think even not only 1 day, 1 week, even a month is not enough data. We have to data training how the behavior of the rivers. In the morning session, maybe community use the river water, so all the throw the garbage, something like that. Then after that, 1 to 2 hours finish. So it's not considered is polluted because just temporarily. So we try to train data as much as possible. So we consider this not too is because we spot check also industrial operation over here. So they are the sum of their waste from industrial production going to the rivers. Something like that, Professor.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So any other questions from YouTube? Okay, I have a bit question extending in terms of when it comes to the water detection and monitoring the quality and detecting pollution. It's very critical and very not easy environment. So could you elaborate how in terms of the sensors range configuration for that?
Yes, well, we try to collaborate with the chemicals peoples because we just detect basics. Actually, basic parameter already get a clue because we temperature, conductivity, because dissolved oxygen in the water there is oxygen. If the low oxygen, sometimes fish die or something like that. There is contaminated from chemical. Actually, we have discussed with chemical people. Based on this parameter, we already get the what kind of chemical content in the water is just common. If we go into the specific chemicals like radium, selenium, we have to put other sensor. So we try to analyze based on all parameter like 4, 5, 6 parameter. We try to analyze if the temperature hikes, dissolved oxygen hikes, and like acid hike. So we can work with the chemicals, what the actual chemical content in the waters. So this currently based on the basic 4 or 5 sensing, we already get the chemical content, but it's just basic chemical based on the West from communities, industrial. If the furthermore, we have to install a specific sensing related to the what kind of let's say we already identify mercury on our river. So just something like maybe 50 or 70% accurate. To get 100% or 90 accurate, we have to put something like mercury sensing to probe that accurate result. Something like that, Professor.
Right, so that's really interesting, in fact. Any questions, anything to say from, no questions?
So I have one question about the real time, because your work is real time monitoring. So you mentioned that there is no electricity there in the river, and also the sensors has to collect data and send it to your server for the analysis. So do you think that will be real? I mean, the implementation will be real time, or it will take some delay?
Yes, Prof. Actually, it is real time, as mentioned just now. There's some interrupts because of communications. Actually, we get real time monitorings. So the sensor, because the component is very low powers, we have tries when the battery is fully. This can up to 3 or 4 days power up the component. So when the sensor is sensing, so they send directly to a backend system use GPRS system. Previously, because the sensing is get data every 5 seconds, get one data. Every 5 seconds we send to backend system. This very because we had 6 node, something like traffic issue. Sometimes this additional interference or other. So what we change the designs. We keep the data on the internal system. We have memory over here. After 1 hour, then maybe a few hundred data sent back to the backend system instead of the every 5 seconds. So to avoid the communication issue. So it's considered real time, but maybe every hours. Every hour we analyze data, every hours data. Because why the report also is not real time. Even every day is still considered is still okay. I mean every hour is still okay. I mean we can do every 5 seconds or every 5 minutes. 1 hour is still acceptable to report to the government that is communicated is instead of the every 5 minutes or 5 seconds. So the real time we can do real time as well.
Okay.
Like there's a proposition, yeah.
Okay, so that's very interesting. Thank you very much, Professor Ibizal. It's always a pleasure to follow up with your research and new work environment. So you might tell us more about Harvard and how it's going on there.
Yes. Thank you, bro. Yeah, Miss KDU, as I mentioned last year, I was with you all. So hopefully I can do better in the hard part because they have got more facilities over here, and hopefully the research is more beneficial for our community and for all of us. Thank you for your invitations. Again, thank you. Yeah.
All right. So, in fact, we have another speaker, Professor Anna from Australia. I'm not sure if she managed to be with us in Zoom. Is it no? So, I'm not sure if she'll be able to join or not. We just check if there's any update. Okay, we'll follow up with Professor Anna if she's available. Maybe we can move the her session to move it to tomorrow. Then I think for today, then we just stop it here. Thank you all for today's time and effort. And after 4 p.m., we'll proceed with the technical session and the session shares and presentations will be starting at 4 p.m. sharp. So thank you, all of you, and have a good day. Thank you. So I would like just to thank all the speakers again, Professor Batnaik, Professor Mangal, and Professor Ibizal again for joining this conference, and they shared their own short speech for that, and Prof. Ibizal's great presentation. So thank you again, professors. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you, Prof. Thank you. Okay, allow me to leave the Zoom because already 1:30 a.m.
Very nice. So,
to disturb others neighbors. Thank you, Prof. Bye. Okay.
Next year. Sama.
Next year. Prof. Nur.
You can do that right now. It's okay. You can do it. Yeah, continue. You can continue, Professor. Okay, then, Professor. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, sure. I'll answer right now. Thank you. Okay, we have a new update. Sorry, I believe all rest of the members are still there. As you know, we have Professor Batnaik. His session was supposed to be in fact tomorrow, but now we decided to swap it to today. So he's available and he's with us right now, and he's ready with his presentation. So thank you, Professor Batnaik, for your support.
Thank you. I thought that a little bit I will talk on idea generation and innovation to intellectual property rights. Those are the announcements.
Your
that will be a good study. Should I share my screen, Professor?
Yes, you are a co-host already. Yes.
Okay. Professor, is it visible?
Not yet, Professor.
Okay. I'm doing this here. Okay?
Yes,
it's coming.
clear.
Yes, now.
Very good morning, everybody, in Indian time. My topic, am I audible, Professor?
Yes, we can hear you, Professor.
Yes, we can
Please
hear you.
proceed.
Oh, fine. Okay. My presentation is based on idea generation and innovation to intellectual property rights. Actually, innovation is the creation, development, and implementation of new products, process, or services with the aim to improve the efficiency, effectiveness, and competitive advantages. Little bit I will discuss on this idea generation, then I will go for the innovation processes. The problems generally comes with the commercial world and its surroundings. Solution that generally comes from technical world. The combination of these two, problem plus solution, gives you innovation. Innovation may be defined as a process which may be achieved by introducing new or improved goods or services, or implementing new or improved operational processes, implementing new or improved organizational or managerial processes. An idea is not an innovation unless it is applied in the practice and put onto a market. If you see, there are different types of innovations. Technological innovations, product innovations, process innovations, management innovations. Many types of innovations are there. If you see the future curve of the innovation, that is starting and stabilizing only at the peak, then it is diversifying. Some innovations are dying, no further continuation. Some innovations going to the further future curves. If you consider the wired TCP, almost that is a dying stage. Wireless TCP, some expectations are there, again, diverging. So you have to choose your idea as well as the innovation, which can come to the peak and it never die. That is the area you have to choose. If your choice is not good, then you may not stick in the market for 10 to 15 years. Only theoretical thing you will do, very little followers will be. That's why the innovation, what you are thinking, what idea you are thinking, that should be for the present scenario. In next slide, I will discuss little bit the difference between innovation and the invention. If you see X-ray discovered, that is an invention. The application of X-ray in different area is an innovation. If you see semiconductors are the invention or discovery, and radios are the innovation. Similarly, lasers are invention, and innovation is CD and DVD or different applications. The creative process of the problem solving, if you closely watch, the creative process of problem solving involves two steps. One is a divergent thinking, another one is a convergent thinking. These two also required. For the divergent thinking, the problem representation, it is very good if you are collaborating, if you are going for the different MOs for different organizations, so that the divergent thinking will come. Then focus on your idea generation of current scenario. That is a convergent thinking. Then selection of idea and apply this one into product or IPR, make innovation. The innovation should be registered. Remember, if you simply say that this is my innovation, then that is not recorded. It have to record. The open innovation, what I said rightly, that the ideas and innovation from inside the organization, the idea and the innovation from the outside organization, then try to develop a new ideas, then select as successful idea from the technological background. I will share with you this technology licensing. Then go for the execution, then go for the commercialization of product, commercialization of your idea. Unless you are not doing any commercialization, that will kept in the paper form only. If you see this Cantor hype cycle, there are 5 things has been mentioned here. One is a technology trigger, peak of inflated expectation, plateau of productivity, scope of enlightenment, and disillusionment. What are exactly these things? If you see, the technologically trigger when the scholars of yours coming for the PhD registration, they will start work. A potential technology breakthrough kicks things off. Early proof of concept stories and media interest triggers significantly give the publicity. Often no usable products are exist. Still, the people are try to do work on that. So industry may not attract because commercial viability is not proven. From that technology trigger, the research works are started and it reached at the peak of inflated expectations. Early publicity produces a number of success stories, often accompanied by the score of failure. Some companies may take interest on this. Some commercial application may do not work. Then it will come to the downgrade from the peak. That is through the disillusionment. Interest wants the experiment and implementation. Fail to discover. Producer of the technology stake out or fail. Investment continue only if the surviving provides improved products to the satisfaction of early adopters. Then slope of enlightenment. If you see from downward, just like color printing, color ledger printers, there was a type already they lost that came into the disillusionment level. Now the product came, some enlightenment has been given on that. People has given more instances how the technology can be take benefit in the enterprises. Again, the tools attracts the enterprises. So pilot funds flows, conservative company remain cautious, but careless company investment starts. So that reached at the plateau of the productivity. So this is Cantor hype cycle. It is every year Cantor providing, it is an information technology group of US. They are providing a solution of the trends of information technology, which area the current demand is going on. So I have taken this one from the same source. For the 3D printing applications, you see due to publicity and the number of research works, it reached at the peak level, then it came down. No investment, no industry interested. Then again, some sort of enlightenment came. Now the product has been ready. It will take much year to achieve this, sometimes this became obsolete. Automatically that research area will go to the darker side. Similarly, hypersci emerging technologies, you can follow these things available in internet source. Every year you are getting, it is for the 2021. Within the 2 to 3 years, it reached at the peak, then it is down, stay for 5 to 10 years. Now it is come to the limelight because of the cloud computing environment. Web analytics that give boost to this area. Now it is came to the basic web services has been. So many Gantt hype cycle you can see in the big data, in the digital marketing. So you can see that which one is a correct area to work. The problem identification and idea generation that justifies the idea, resolve the problem in very short and transparent way. And idea you keep confidential, no disclosure at all. And that is the trade secret, and that is your property. That property may be tangible, may be intangible. If it is intangible, then that is your intellectual property. So it is better, don't disclose your intellectual property. The intellectual property rights are the exclusive rights granted to the owner of the said property for the commercial exploitation, subject to provision of national laws and international agreements, with a view to reward the intellectual creativity. IPR can be assigned or licensed for financial benefits. If you see intellectual property right, I thought that I will represent in this form. Idea with expression is copyright. Idea with innovation is a patent. Idea with quality and identity is trademark. The idea with appearance, external appearance, is a design. If you go, I'm giving an example for this intellectual property to make it clear. I'm asking to the research scholars. If you see the pressure cooker, if you're considering, then design is how you are building this handle. And the constitutional features, constructional features are patent. The catalog and book logs are the copyrights. And the logo is written here, that is trademark. So there may be many, under one product, there may be many intellectual property can be assigned. Again, another example I am citing. Suppose it is a bottle, Coca-Cola bottle. The logo is Coca-Cola. It is a trademark. Shape of the bottle, that is industrial design. Bottle equipment, what contents are, what are the contents of the bottle? It may be which type of particle you are using. Then the literatures behind this is known as a copyright. A single product can protect by the more than one IPR, intellectual property rights. There are many validity periods may be given for this. It varies to country, but the intellectual property rights are same. You from the South Korea also you can apply here in India. You can apply. That is not an issue. So already I have done some patent also in outside country. So for that I have no restriction. From your country patent office, from that patent office, the thing will come. Almost if you see that the design patent number and the patent numbers, the registration numbers are universal. It varies to organism country to country, how the validity period of design patent, trademark, copyright, whatever the thing written here, that is only for India, I am showing right now. Then again, you have to go for renewals. So it varies country to country. The process generally adopted, read, search, determine patentability, and communicate. You have to search whether this sort of work previously done or not through patent search. If you are not doing directly, you are going for the patentability, it is a wastage of time of both. When companies are competing at equal price and functionality, design is the only differential. So for the same product, 1,000 design can be done. Then I'm sharing a little bit on design pattern, how we will go for the design pattern universally. There must be new original relation, features or shape, configuration, pattern, ornaments, compositions of lines, colors, combinations. Thereof apply the article by the industrial process. If you see that it is completely external, it is not at all internal, you can design a vaccine device, only external design you are doing for maybe nasal vaccine, how the component will be so, how the design of the nasal vaccine, those can be a new area of the designing. Design, which is a new or original, has been disclosed to the public anywhere in India or on the world or through conferences. Then when it is accepted, the content may not comprises scandalous things. The attributes should be fairly designed and clarity must be there. Nobility is judged solely with the eyes with respect to external appearance of the finished article, not comprises of any illegal matters, not be contrary to the public order or morality. Design is applied to the external article. Design is the external articles. I will show you one to design. You can see the design of chairs. Only design you have to show. Front view, left view, right view, like that 6 design. With pen and pencil also you can do. It doesn't mean that you will use the software side. Only external views. That can be IPR. You can apply for the IPR. It is a unique. I have drawn in only using pen. Then I'm moving to the trademark. Trademarks can be a word, expression, logo, letter, number, combination of color, sound, spell, or hologram. So, Professor Apsi?
Yes, Professor.
Am I permitted to continue?
Yes, please, feel free, yes. It's up to you, Professor.
Okay, thank you. The words, just idea, apple, this can be also a trademark. A trademark is any sign which can be distinguished the goods of one trader from those of another. Sign includes words, logo, picture, or combination of these. The trademarks are used as marketing tools so that customer can recognize the product of a particular traders. To register a trademark, the mark must be distinguished and not deceptive or contrary to law or morality, or not identical or similar to any earlier marks for the same or similar goods. So you have to search for that. The procedures generally, an application with fees signed by the agent or applicant himself can apply. Representation of mark applied either in use or proposed to used. Before applying, it always better to carry out and search the trademark, whether it is registered or not. After application is filed, the examination of mark and examination of report is to be furnished. The renewal has to be done once in 10 years in India, trademarks, and different country having the different sort of payment fees, requisites. These are the copyrights. Your music also a copyrights. Then Windows 98 is a copyright. Product is developed to the patent. And total your CD, Windows CD is a copyright. The copyright is a protection offered to work created by the author of literally, dramatically, artistic, music work, procedure of a cinematographic films and sound recordings. A copyright protect is a particular manner in which work content and idea can be expressed. It is a bundle of rights, includes right of representation, reproduction, communication to the public, adoption, and translation of the work. Example, facts, title, slogans cannot be copyrighted. Any slogan you are giving, that is not a copyright. Any title you are giving, that is not a copyright. The copyright protection is available to writing music, painting, lectures, choreographic works, map, technical drawing, translation, multimedia productions. The main criteria for this protection of a work under copyright law is that should be original, and these things I have given as for the Indian law. Then plant breeder, also one side of a patent. This is the exclusive right to the breeder to the authorized sales, multiplications, importing of plant variety which he develops. Purpose of gathering the grant plant breeders protection is to ensure the recovery of cost of investment in terms of skill, labor, material, resources which they put together in breeding of new variety. A new plant variety is eligible for the protection if it is a new, distinct, uniform, and stable, have a satisfactory denomination. So this also we patent. Different type of hybrid plants you are doing. Then come to the patent. Patent is exclusive legal rights provided by the government to the applicant. Patent cannot be privatized. Patent only provided by the government in the respective countries. It is applicable for limited period, which enforce only in the country where the patent is granted. So from your country, it will come to this place. Even if you are directly applying from South Korea to India patent, obviously it will go for the no objection to your country patent office. So patent always carries better importance because what you want exactly, that should map with the public interest. If the public is not demand that sort of product and you want to do patent, no use. You cannot sell it commercially. These are the content, how you are writing patents. In the different field of electronics, computer application, communication, chemistry, biotechnology, nanotechnology, Ayurveda, anything, you can go for the patent. Even invention can occur from the safety pin to satellite. Title you have to write, field of innovation, background, objective of innovation, summary of innovation, brief description of drawing, detailed description of innovation, then claim that this sort of things are not available anywhere. Figures and abstract should not be more than 150 words. Like this, there are many forms available. You can fill up directly or through agent, you can do these things. The objective of the patent as monetary reward for the revealing technological innovations, to provide improved technology as affordable cost to the public with return of investment mode for the development, to promote the invent around concept of an article, to facilitate the technical advancement and economic growth to the country, resulting in cheaper and better product and high life standard, to encourage the commercial exploitations of the invention. So these are the some invention of, I am involved in the team. These all are granted, these inventions have been granted. Automatic, initially you have started this work for the polio patients. Later we have converted this one for the sophisticated shoes, ladies' shoes. So remote is with you, you can adjust your heel. So many patent, I have shown only 2 to 3 patent to you. So these acts are almost same to all the country-wise. Almost the rules and regulations are same. I am now discussing, these are the Indian laws. Thank you very much, Professor Absi and team, all the members.
Thank you, Professor Batnaik.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you a lot.
I'm not sure if it's Shukriya in Hindi, Shukriya and Nida in Korean.
Wow.
So it's really interesting, no doubt, and I can't agree more in terms of the patent. And it's a big fight nowadays. It's all about patents, and that's what we can see with the big companies. And the main reason of big companies dominating and acquiring the small and medium companies. So maybe within this situation and what we can see in the news, not sure, or maybe if you can share with us, what's your opinion of maybe there should be government policy or some policy makers to kind of give more protection for the copyrights and dominancy of big companies with the small companies? How you look at it? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Very nicely you have asked. But thing is that, sir, here two angles is there. One is, what ideas are coming to your mind, you should record it in form of patent. Don't discuss anyone. It means your concept is that is your property, that is your intellectual property. One end, you are keeping those data with you, and if required, you can sell. That is one personal thing I am sharing. The second part is the funding for the large cap company, small company, flexi companies. Those are based on the demand of the customers. When the customer starts demanding, if you at that time if you start work, it is maybe too late. That's why I'm talking that you have to make idea that some futurist idea you have to do, and when demand comes at that time you can match the product. So as for the requirement, if the company will finance you, then you will start work on it. It is very too late to generate idea. Maybe your idea, generation of idea is there. When company demands, you can make products. That is the faster, because many people thinking, there are entire thinkers in the world. So somewhere the people have done the work. You may too late to wait somebody. So idea can be kept, not in the form of patent, in the form of copyrights. Pardon, I don't know whether I have satisfied to you or not. So what perception in my mind I said.
In fact, this is very important topic, and here even in KDU Global Campus, we are trying to engage this topic within our curriculum. So students will be, we might thinking from next semester having a new subject called branding and innovation, where we can speak to the students, apply their knowledge, and try to come out with some creative ideas and emphasize more on the innovation. So I think your material is a very good source for this subject.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Any question from the maybe internet or from the Zoom? No. My colleagues there in the, anything to say or to share?
This is not a question, it's like a curiosity. As Professor mentioned that the snail can be a trademark. So it's like, can taste can be a trademark?
Pardon, please once again, sir.
Professor Kadak is asking, can a smell, when you
smell can be a patent. In chemistry, you might have known the smell also treated as a patent. Lemon smell is a patent. Is it that is a recorded IPR?
Okay. All right. So okay. Any questions? Anything to say? No questions from YouTube? No, everything? No. All right. Thank you very much, Professor Batnaik. Appreciate your support for this speech, and your support came on time, in fact, today. I appreciate that. And thank you for the all audience, Professor Mangal also with us, and other
thank you very much.
Presenters who are with us today. Thank you very much. As you know, we will have our session chairs presentations will be started.
Oh, sure.
And tomorrow we have also the closing ceremony at 2 p.m. So
2 p.m. Okay.
having a presentation of Professor Satya, and then following up with just the Best Paper Awards.
Oh, nice, nice. That's welcome.
Thank you very much for all.
Okay, Professor. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.